It is 8 o'clock, and you know what time that is? It's preview time. Not that it's normally known for preview time, but you know what? It's Rangers versus Kelly. Preview time. Let's call it that. Let's talk about it for tonight, as it's Tuesday night. We've got midweek action. I like this part of the season where you get games thick and fast, guys. I love it. I can't get enough of it. So join in and get your questions in. We'll put a wee poll up and we'll see who is going to win. Looking forward to the match, of course. Well, I mean, it'll probably be bad, but I mean, honestly, the match will be bad unless there's a drastic change. But just to actually see who he's going to pick and things like that, it's interesting. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing if he's going to put Danilo in. I'm looking forward to seeing if he's going to put somebody else in. I mean, Dujon Sterling, could he be in over Tavernier's comments? What are we thinking about James Tavernier? I didn't actually talk about it on this channel, but the whole fitter than ever comments, folks. Joke. All right, Stevie. Yes, I'm doing very good. Well, as good as you can do. As good as you can do, folks. All right. So we'll dive into Clement's comments. I'm going to put up a poll here. Let's see. Predictions. Watch along tomorrow night, of course. You know, Big Stevie delivers. Rangers add option. Rangers draw or Kelly. There we go. Get voting on that poll because we love it. We love it here, don't we? But yeah, watch along tomorrow. 19. What's on tomorrow? Rangers TV. And I hate doing watch alongs when I have to watch it on Rangers TV because the delay on Rangers TV is seriously next to none. Well, I mean, there's probably worse delays out there, but I like when I'm watching it on Sky or even on Sky, man. I was watching it on Sky at St Johnstone game, and it was. I mean, people in the comments knew before me that the goal went in. It doesn't really bother me that, right? See, when it's a throwaway game against St Johnstone, and I say a throwaway game, you know what I mean? Every game's important, yada yada yada. But if I was watching, I think I'm going to do a cup final watch along. If I do a cup final watch along, right? If I think I'm going to do it, but it's an if for right here, right now. I wouldn't turn the chat off, right? Of course, I'd keep it on, but I'd put it on a delay. Enough of a delay to know that I'm not getting shafted at what could possibly happen next. So, yeah, you could be, but yeah, I remember the whole VPN Rangers TV stuff. It's a pain in the arse, isn't it? Rangers TV, I think it hit its peak during COVID when everyone had to buy it, you know. But yeah, that poll, Rangers, I've got 2 votes voting for 100% Rangers. That tells me that there's no Celtic fans in. Mr. Krabs, Rangers will win. One can only hope so. Mr. Krabs, how's business doing at the Krusty Krab, my friend? Let's dive into Clement's comments. He was talking about Nicholas Kuhn today. He said that Nicholas Kuhn should act as a warning against judging players too soon. What do we make of that? I mean, I guess you can say that, right? But, you know, that's one guy. You know, managers, I mean, sometimes you judge managers too soon, right? I think we did that with Clement. We all thought he was a world beater, man. And the arse just folded right around us. But this is what Clement said. You need to find connections. I don't want to make comparisons too much with other teams, but the better player on the offensive part of the other side of the town was 6 months ago or last season not starting. He needed time after the transfer to get his rhythm, to get his connection with other players. We're working on that with all these guys, and it's about small details. It's about getting the confidence and getting the goals. We come more and more in a good way in the box. We get more and more chances. So that's the way we need to continue. End of quote. Right. I'm going to debunk that and call horse shit, right? I get it. See, young players especially, they do need time to adapt. And some of our players do, right? We signed Robin Proper, folks, a 33-year-old centre-back from the Dutch league that was starting for a top side in said league. He should be ready to go. You know, he should be like a ready meal in the microwave. You put it in for 2 minutes and it's ready. There's no excuse for him not being ready, all right? See Hamza Igamani having to step up to the level that we're at compared to what he was at. I can accept that. Honestly, I can. I mean, there's other players, like, I would have accepted Connor Barron. I don't think Connor Barron, I don't think in a great Rangers team that guy's ever going to be good enough to be a starter. I think Conor Barron can be a squad player in a great Rangers team. But he was just flung into the deep end straight away, and he's managed to stay afloat, so to speak. But this whole talk, man, about every player. I mean, yeah, Kuhn worked it, but for every Kuhn, how many other players at clubs don't work it? I mean, and we know all too well about that. So I don't get it. I don't like that sort of talk. Don't like the sort of talk that Tav dished out as well. Him and his bloody his testimonial pish, man. Fucking reel the testimonial pish in. Honestly, getting under my skin. Tavernier seems he seems more focused on him getting a testimonial than us getting points. He's like, oh, I'm staying there for that, the testimonial. It doesn't matter what we do. I'm here. I'm fit. Every Kuhn there is more Matondos. That's it. Yeah. Bet you people said Matondo will kick on, Matondo will kick on. Oh, he'll kick on, he'll kick on. Look how many players that have come in and never kicked on. Across the board, man. You're right, though. Matondo, I don't even know what it is. The updating Matondo. Is he coming back anytime soon? Not that it matters. That freaking Tavernier is a classic. Narcissist. Totally shite. Yeah. Not like, I mean, where did I make the video? I think it was for Fog Football, man. I was walking. I was cold. And I was feeling down about James Tavernier. And I went through him towards the end of that. If you listen to his comments, he seems to prioritise not the Champions League. He seems to prioritise the testimonial over actually results for this club, which is actually bizarre when you think. But see, if you break down his comments, there's none about the team doing this. It's all about him. Yeah, it is. It's all about his stats. It's all about everything to do with him. All my goals. I feel fitter than ever, man. My stats are this. My stats are this. The level's that. Mate, his stats are done. The stats are irrelevant. Look how bad he's been this season. I mean, people are like, well, it might be defensively his best season. Is it? Is it really? Is it really James Tavernier's defensively his best season? I would be shocked if this, because his tracking back is non-existent. I mean, it is always non-existent, but it's worse than ever. I have never felt so much more when I watch Rangers. The right side has been the weakness more than this season. And don't get me wrong, he's been pish, right? He's been pish for a long time, James Tavernier. But every game he plays, it feels like we are playing free at the back when we go forward because he never comes back. And the fitter than ever, you're right, that is a classic. That is absolute BS from Tav of the highest degree, folks. But fitter than ever. I said this in the other fit. It's like fullbacks are guys, right, who very few of them, I think. I mean, they always get labelled as field wingers, right? But it's a position where once the legs go, you're done. There's few examples that continue, have long career. I mean, Dani Alves went to he was 40, 41. Jesus Navas, the guys, approach. I mean, look at Kyle Walker. Look at Kyle Walker this season for Man City. Same age as James Tavernier. Done. He's a guy that relied on his pace. Tavernier, at one point, had pace. Not Kyle Walker pace, but he had pace. Yeah, and you're right. He used to weigh in with goals. He doesn't. The goals have absolutely dried up, man. Tav bulking up. Blue Mac, he's here. I predicted we'd win 1-0 against St Johnstone, so I'm going to say Rangers win 2-0, but I just can't guess the right scorers. I don't know who's going to get the right goals. I mean, I guess up front, that is a homework. Who's going to start up front? That's what we're getting at there. Honestly, can't be Dessers. I would give it to Danilo. I like Humzy Gamani. I think guys get a future at this club, but I think we need to manage that. And I get it, right? When I say manage that, I'm not saying we can never play him, but against St Johnstone, Danilo was the better of the two, so that's why I would prefer to see Danilo start. But if you start at Igamani, I'm not going to agree about it. There's only one guy I'd agree about starting, and that's Cyril Dessers. He should be nowhere near that starting 11. I'm not saying Dessers can't come on, man. If you need a goal and you want to chuck 3 strikers up top, might need to stick him up, man. But definitely, I think James Tavernier's done it. James Tavernier, Dessers feels, but it's weird. Like a few weeks ago, it looked like James Tavernier was definitely the one that was more done at and then also the fact that Tav, right, seems to think that we're just going to keep him for the sake of the testimonial. It's ridiculous. It's one thing if we were winning everything like a certain club, right, and we wanted to keep a guy that was below par. I said in the video the other day, like you've seen it in the past where people get subbed on just to collect league medals. I think Martin Keown in the Invincible seasons a very, that's a noticeable, notable example. But when you're third in the league behind Aberdeen, we don't have fucking time to carry dead weight just to get a guy their testimonial. I mean, what is that? Even if we were sitting first right now, I'd be like, we need to cement this league before we start dishing out appearances to tick boxes for a guy to get him a testimonial. It's pathetic, man. It is. But James Tavernier's with the Rangers background setup, which probably consists of ex-janitors promoted to the medical staff. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me, but yeah, I mean, James Tavernier, I mean, there's a lot of greeting about he should never be in the Hall of Fame, but should Tavernier have declined it? I want to think he should have declined it, but who's rightfully in the right mind going to decline it? And I've seen the argument of, oh, well, people would have disliked him even more for that. I disagree. I think if James Tavernier went out and said, you know what, it's an absolute honour, but I want to earn it, and I want to see if I deserve it at the end of my Rangers career, not midway. I think if he turned around and said that, a lot more of us would respect him. I'm not saying him accepting it's an awful decision. Obviously, in hindsight, you would say it is. But I think he should have said, let's hold back on that until I'm finished. But it is what it is. I think we'll win, but I don't understand this team. It's like a dual personality thing going on in the league. One persona in Europe, another. It's bizarre. Yep. Kind of worried about what do you call that team? What do you call that team? Tottenham. It's weird though. I mean, Tottenham could beat us about 20-0, right? Or we could give it a real good game, man, and get like a score draw or even a score win. If you play like we have in Europe in the most of the game, I mean, Leon did beat us, right? That's undeniable. But there's something about Thursday nights. And there is something about Thursday nights. And do you know what date the old firm is on the 2nd of January, folks? Thursday night. Well, I don't know. It's not Thursday night, but it's Thursday. That's good enough for me. I'm telling you. There's something about Rangers on a Thursday. Something tells me, though, that game at Parkhead a couple of years ago when Celtic beat us 3-0 on a Thursday. Can someone confirm that? I'm pretty sure it was. It was cold midweek. I know that for sure. Carvajal is about Tav's age, but he hasn't fell off a bit. He was amazing in the Euros, bombing forward and defending. You know, he was. Yeah, Carvajal's another example. It's just players at different ages, but I think the fullback position, it's one that's requiring you to get. It's like a box-to-box midfielder. And fullbacks, I feel they're quite similar in terms of fitness. Once you drop off, it's a big drop off. Real Madrid have the best medical team at preserving their players. Well, that's another thing. You know, we're talking about Real Madrid, folks. Real Madrid, that is, I mean, the almighty, the greatest team. The greatest team in the Champions League's history. I mean, the amount of money they've got. I mean, look at their fucking new stadium, man. It's like a spaceship. Real Madrid. Is there not similarities with the treatment of Cantwell to Dessers? Clement seems to single out players and the players' attitude changes. I guess there is. I mean, we've heard Cantwell fire out a couple of digs about Clement in recent months, and we don't really know, man. You don't know who to. I would just like some honesty, but we're never going to get any of that, are we? And also, what did Sterling say about the referee? I'll be honest, I have no idea what he said. Honestly, I have no idea what he said about the referee. Did you see that guy on X that said Tav is the best right back in Rangers history that's caused a bit of an outrage? I don't know who said it, well, because I didn't see it, but I'm willing to bet it's that journalist guy. It's called Bradley or something. His last name is Bradley because he is a he kisses Tavernier's arse, man. Like there's no tomorrow. Absolutely. Yo, Tavernier's trophy count alone, he should be nowhere near the debate, right? And how weak he is defensively, he shouldn't be in the debate. He shouldn't even be anywhere near the debate, let alone in it. I'm pretty sure when Beale left, it was a two-horse race between Phil Clement and Kevin Muscat. I thought it then that Muscat would have been the better appointment for you. I agree. Totally agree. I would have honestly anything compared to Clement, man. Seems like the better call right now. And if Kevin Muscat was the man, did Souness say that? You think Tav's up there with Sandy Miller? So what did he say? Said you could get Pep and a host of other top coaches and they wouldn't be able to get a tune at this team. I mean, that's bad, man. See when Clement's turned around saying that and not Clement, fucking Sooners. imagine if Clement turned around and said that. Nah. Can't. I mean, I'd like to think Guardiola could get a tune at this team, but I've always said, like, if Guardiola's the man, like, why does he do what Ferguson did and manage a Scottish team? And the way we are going, like, you may as well. It's going to take something like a Pep to come in and do something to consistently win league titles again. I can't remember who it was, but he was slamming the fans for getting on Tav's back. His comments on Tav being the best right back make no sense since we have a stand named after a right back. Oh, I mean, they've put him in the Hall of Fame. Could you imagine if they named a stand after James Tavernier or renamed a stand or something, man? Don't even want to think about it. He said that Clement was good, but the whole problem was lack of finance. We just don't have the cash to buy, and that's the issue. Well, then that's where I draw the line. I mean, Souness is a legend, right? But he's come out and said ridiculous stuff, absolutely brain dead stuff. Just because someone's a legend doesn't mean they're automatically right about everything at the end of the day. And I mean, Clement ain't good. He's not good. Clement ain't good. Forget about the money. Aberdeen have got no money. They're above us. I mean, their transfer business was spent on about $1 million. And that's bearing in mind they got rid of Miovski. So when you factor it in, like they're up. They're in the green. We're 17 million in the red. Spent a lot of decent money. Even look at January last year. I mean, on paper, it's decent signings. On paper, they are decent. A couple of million easy here and there. I mean, decent loans on paper, and Clement just hasn't got. I mean, look, people can say what they want about Silva, right? Fabio Silva, I think he's shite, but he scored the winner against Barcelona the other day. You can't be scoring the winner against Barcelona, right, and not good enough to score and here. Come on, you know what I mean? That's Clement more knowledgeable about football than all the keyboard warriors put together. Yeah. He's a manager getting paid a lot of money a week. He should be more knowledgeable. Sitting in the James Tavernier stand. That's the stuff of nightmares. Folks, right, update on the poll. Rangers 42%, draw 16%, Kelly 42%. I did say it would be a matter of time before Kelly would get dragged into a close... Holy moly, man. Holy moly. This is a relegation battle. Smell the glove. He's got the Rangers badge. He's not happy about it. Where are Kelly in the table? I need to... What did Haji say? Let's see. Haji said... it's definitely good. Just a nice feeling putting on that shirt again. I just love every second. I'm enjoying my football. I'm just happy I can help the team. I love the club, pure and simple. I was just trying to control my environment. What can I do? And be prepared for the next day. And whatever the next day would have been, I was ready. It's tough when you don't play football. You want to play professional football. That's why I'm here. Said Yanis Haji. Well, I mean, I always said welcome, Yanis. I mean, people pretending. Beloved member, Stevie, absolutely. You're going to renew that contract at the end of the month. You get a Chris Boyd badge at the end of the month. Everybody who's a new follower, see Blue Mac. Look at there's Chris Boyd. That's what you get at the end of the month, and all that extra stuff that I upload. So yeah, he's all need to renew. Cantwell, Lammers, and Cervantes have all left us and improved. That says all about Clement's man management. Yeah, and that's how you know. See, when every player that's going out the door and improving, that's you kind of know, man. Haji. Did Haji want away? I don't think Haji went away or wanted to go away. If Haji wanted away, man, he'd have been away. Yeah, Haji knew, but Haji loves Rangers. I think you can tell, man. He's just been treated dirty by first Beale, and then it was more the board. I don't really think Clement's got beef with I mean, the contract situation wasn't really down to Clement, was it? I mean, the whole reason that's been put into motion is because Michael Beale fucking shot the bed. But yeah, Can you get Desser's picture? Maybe. Even more than the car salesman. Mickey Beale, the car. What's he doing? Why he's Gerard's assistant again. He's probably going to come back, isn't he, one day, Michael Beale? Hanging about the stands. Right, so let's have a look at the league table, because this is what we're dying to know. Well, actually, before we dive into the league table, the last 10 meetings between Rangers and Kelly, it's 8 wins to us, 2 wins to Kelly. You know, one earlier this season and one at the start of last season. I mean, we've only kept 3 clean sheets. That's pretty bad. Now, it's 11 home games against Kelly, undefeated, won 9, lost 2. We haven't lost since Graham Murphy was in charge. That's just a terrifying fucking feeling into it. Clement says we have to score more goals. Let's see what he said here. To score more goals. I think that's the major one. We don't concede much, but we have to score more goals. Be more lethal in the final third, looking how we can create this with the players available. We had a lot of good chances that were saved really well against Dundee United at 1-1, then St Johnstone. You always want more, of course, but you need to create this automatism between the players in that way. Looking at the starting lineup offensively, there's not one player from last season who started in the last game. We have a lot of new players in that area, and you need to find connections. This whole connections, man. The players aren't fucking new. Players aren't new anymore, Phil. All right? They've been in the job a long time. Anyway, yeah, let's get the table up. Let's hear this real laugh, man. Aye, we're third, and so fucking what? We're third on the table, and we're coming. Even I can't say that and fucking believe it. Kelly, though, that's who I wanted to focus on. They're 10th. This is their game in hand. They will want to win said game in hand. If Kelly win their game in hand here, well, they can go 8th unless they win 8-0. Imagine Kelly won 8-0 at Ibrox, man. What would happen there? I'd be absolutely mental if Kelly won 8-0. But yeah, they would need to win 8-0 to go above Dundee. But they win. I mean, they're not going to win. I mean, we're shite, but we're going to win. We've got faith. Does Big Phil still claim we've got a young squad? Well, they claimed we had a young squad in August. I don't see what's possibly happened since then. Unless they're aging like fucking Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid 4. I don't see what the problem is. Fuck's die. Kept you waiting, huh? Honestly, I didn't think Kelly were good. They're just more organised and determined than us. Yep. Games tech in. Hope they pump you. That's brilliant. Bring Juve back, man. Clement's the most boring guy ever. Every time he talks on the TV, I put it on mute. He's boring bastard. Gerard had that charisma, didn't he? Gio was boring. I don't think Beale was necessarily boring, but he was a lying bastard. And when you're lying, man, I can't. It's ridiculous, especially from the manager, man. Oh, the Rangers are shite. That was your super chat the other day. Speaking of super chats, where's he in Aberdeen? He sent about 10 grand the other night. When we pumped Nice 4-1, it was fantastic. What a night that was. Best night of my life on YouTube. I'm surprised Clement isn't saying proper as a young lad and he will learn. Yeah, he's only 33 years old. A lot of future, a lot of potential ahead of him. Right, 24% or 24 votes. Kelly are now winning, 46% of the vote. Draw 17%, Rangers 38%. That's a lot of people voting for Kelly, isn't it? But yeah, obviously we sit third. I mean, 11 points behind Celtic. Yeah, good news is tomorrow Celtic or Aberdeen are going to drop points. But the incredible thing is, last time they both dropped points was against each other. Well, no, it wasn't. Aberdeen dropped points, but they both dropped points against each other, right? And then what happened? We get beat against Kelly. Who do we play tomorrow when they play each other? We play Kelly. Imagine they drew, man, and we get beat by Kelly again. What would that be? Come on, that would be. Well, I know. I predicted them to win the night. I predicted 2-0, I think. Baldy Phil. Well, that is the problem. That is the problem when people don't want him to go from the opposition. That's when you know the manager needs to go and people are openly not wanting him to go from the opposition's team. But there's a few games on the night, isn't there? A few Premier League games on. Jamie Fart, Scotland women's team miss out. Couldn't care less. Get the rainbow laces on. What do we make of that talk during the Premier League? Ipswich captain didn't put the armband on. I want to hear people's thoughts on that. People greeting about it. Thoughts on it, everybody? We're going to end that poll. Rangers are not. It's the more people that join. Rangers are not going to win that poll. All right, they're not going to win that. 51% Kelly, 33% Rangers, draw 14%. I love Jesus. Who said that? The Mark Guy. And it's like, yeah, oh, it's a political statement. Oh, you can't be doing that. It's actually so pathetic, the state of football, man. The actual state of it. People are like, oh, if James Tavernier refused to wear that armband, he'd win a lot of us over. I mean, it would be the beginning. When you play next, tomorrow. When we play next, you'll be here tomorrow for my watch along games, Tech, won't you, big man? Absolutely. If we can't beat Kelly, we need to pack it in. Absolutely. He doesn't need to wear the armband, but I think it's pretty fucking petty greeting over a rainbow. They're all greeting over the rainbow. It's the fact that, like, you know what? If people don't want to wear it, then that's you know what? It should be optional, but you can clearly see that they're forcing it upon them. If a club wants to, then it's just the whole situation. I mean, you've got people, right? You've got people on Twitter. I'm not going to spend too much time, but if you get people on Twitter be like, oh, these people are so homophobic, not wanting this, right? And I kid you not, they've literally got flags of countries where it's illegal to be gay and people get flung off tower blocks. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. How can you? I mean, come on. It's like, I don't agree with all my country or you know. Just be what you want to be. Just don't make the fucking footballers have to wear the armbands. Simple as that. I put on Joseph Rainbow Jacket. What was that about? What was that? What part of the? I don't remember that part of the Bible. Honestly, did that even happen? Yeah, yo, wear the rainbow armbands in Saudi. It's all right. You know what I mean? Wear them in Saudi. See what happens. You know what I mean? See what happens. Well, it's funny. Like, I mean, a guy refuses to wear it, right? And they're making it like he's a serial killer. What's going to happen if they take it to Saudi, folks? What's going to happen? I mean, it's the same with that Qatar World Cup, man. You've got them all greeting. Gary Lineker, Roy Keane, Gary Neville. Oh, it shouldn't be here. Well, you're here collecting a fucking paycheck, aren't you? You know what I mean? Hypocrites. It's not like they need the money, man. It's a joke. Your morals go above your paycheck at the end of the day. Come on, Kelly. Get into these clowns, says Game Tech. He's going 3-2 Kelly. I don't care how people feel. Who are people feel attracted to just make me go along with it. Respect is earned, not demanded. It's a lesson they need to learn. That's it. I agree, Meet the Hutchies. Just need to. You need to accept no. No means no. You know what I mean? And then like there's comparisons. Oh, they don't complain when there's betting sponsors on their football kits. It's just like fucking reel it in, man. Reel it in. You know, there is a difference between a sponsor and what's going on there. If anyone can't see that, then come on. Ricky Gervais was good on the overlap last week. He was. I seen the clips. He was no bad. The whole autographs at the urinal, all that good stuff. But yeah, final thoughts. Going to go Rangers 2-1. Rangers are going to win this game. And it is what it is. We're going to win this game 2-1. It won't be pretty. It'll be pretty shitty. And I will go with Danilo and Yanis Haji to pick up the goals tomorrow. And for Kelly, Danny Armstrong, get a wee goal, unless he's injured or something I don't know about. Yeah, so was the old firm shirts banned in these countries when they'd got the logo on them. I just recently purchased one of them, the classic ones. The 91 on the Rangers store, only 25 quid. I suggest people get on that. Rangers are going to beat Celtic 2-0 in the next game. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I'm here for. 2-1 Kelly, final straw for Clement. It's not going to happen. Saudi should be banned from taking part in anything. No competition should ever be held there. That's it, John. But you've got all these people that great and preach about it. Like, I mean, look at Lewis Hamilton. He's in the F1, but they go to Saudi. Why don't you just refuse to go? You know what I mean? And this is people with buckets of money, man. Buckets of money. 0-0 at Snake Mountain. I'm going 2-1. I'm going 2-1. That's how it's going to end, folks. 2-1. That's how it's going to end. Right, everybody. That is it for this stream. Leave your thoughts down below. Tomorrow will be a watch along of the game. Looking forward to it. But yeah, should be good. Should be good fun. Till then, though. Peace.